What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is The Real Deal Dude, and the unexpectedly most controversial game of 2017 has been released about like 3 weeks ago, and I have delved into every single aspect of it. That game is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now I know, the Loot Crate controversy is a very big deal right now, but I won't talk about it yet since it's been covered so heavily. You already know the story. And I'd rather speak on the actual core gameplay first in this review. So let's see if the sequel is actually worth your time and money. Hint, hint, it's not.
She's Special Forces.
Iden Versio. Inferno Squad. Commander Versio. You must be important. Look at me. So let's talk facts. That's what I'm here for.
Campaign. Thanks to John Boyega and the outcries of gamers everywhere due to the Star Wars Battlefront 2 reboot not having story mode, only just some tutorial modes, DICE made sure that we got one this year. The story follows the new, original, and canon character Iden Versio, who is played by the beautiful Janina Kavanka. Y'all been sleeping on her, by the way, like forever. And it follows her members of the Inferno Squad, a unit put together by the Empire to make nothing like the destruction of the first Death Star happen again. Of course, we know that doesn't work out if you've seen Return of the Jedi. Then the game prepares you to take on the rebels and destroy them once and for all. For 3 missions. Yeah guys, I'm sorry. But EA and DICE kind of misadvertised selling the story as seeing the war from the Empire's perspective. And I mean, you do see that, but just not for long. Because like, it's so easily predictable. Like, look, if you've played, like, if you played The Force Unleashed, you've seen this story before, or really just about any other Star Wars property. But I mean, was it enjoyable? It was, but you can really just go past it. It's short. It's like 4 hours long. The arcade mode. The only thing you could really play by yourself in the reboot was the arcade, which makes a return in the sequel. You can test your skills with heroes like Darth Maul or Yoda here, and it's like your regular type of kill X amount of enemies in a certain amount of time mode. You can also customize, like make a custom arcade and like tweak the settings to your liking so you can play however you want it. There's nothing too special in it, and you do get credits for it, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Now, of course, here's the part where I talk about the multiplayer. But seeing how a lot of this is rather complicated and unnecessarily convoluted, I'm going to break this up into the positives and negatives about the multiplayer. Positives. The game mode Galactic Assault is absolute fun and the most played mode out of all of the modes in the game. It is basically Rush mixed with operations and like push the payload from Overwatch and Walker Assault as well. Sometimes teamwork is needed here, more on that later. Heroes and villains mode is good fun when it doesn't take forever to people to load into the server, and when people are not putting rubber bands on their controllers. I'm gonna get into that a little later too. It doesn't randomly pick who gets to be a hero like in the first one, which is great. Starfighter Assault is still fun, and actually sometimes could get a little bit intense, especially in maps like Camino where everything happens right above the Kona facilities. That one doesn't happen in space, but they actually made a good choice for that. Camino is a very, very nice map. The CR2 is my favorite gun on the Assault class and possibly the entire game. It is the gun to flank with and build up a bunch of battle points, and if you know how to use it with the reduced recoil, expect yourself to be in top 5. The class-based shooter is always the right way to go in my opinion, as it gives players different roles to achieve a victory in the game. You have Assault, Heavy, Officer, Specialist. Assault is my favorite when I want to pull them up, and Specialist is my second favorite when I need to take out some enemies from afar. I don't use the heavy like I used it in the beta, but it's still good enough. Only when I don't really use Officer and I need to more, because you get a lot of battle points with it. And of course, we gotta commend DICE for the beautiful graphics and sound design of the game. Everything looks 100% accurate to the films, and I'm pretty sure Disney made sure of that. And now it's time for likely the longest part of this review. You should already know why, because it ain't shit sweet about EA has done to Star Wars Battlefront 2. The negatives. The lightsaber combat was absolutely untouched from the first game. It doesn't take any thinking, tactics, or etc. You get up to each other and you just button mash to see who can die first, and it's not fun at all sometimes. You can be blocking attacks and still get hit, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it's disappointing to see that DICE didn't even think to improve on it from the first game. If they could be working to something close to Jedi Knight, I'm not saying keep it like, make it just like Jedi Knight, but like something closer, puts more skill into it, or the Force Unleashed, I would be pleased. Cause it just whack each other back and forth, and it's not fun. Rubber banding, oh my god! If you were with me in the Battlefield 4 days, then you know that I hate this shit. It is present once again in another DICE game, and if you've been playing the game, I'm pretty sure you've noticed it. It is extremely noticeable in some Starfighter Assault games. It is unplayable at times. It's like, it's been said that whenever DICE puts a lot of content into a game, that's when the problem arises. When they don't put a lot of content in the game, there's no problems. I don't get it. The servers are also apparently always disconnecting, but it isn't. This was supposed to be a very big game that a lot of people were gonna buy. DICE should have had a lot better servers. EA and DICE should have had a lot of better servers to like hold this together correctly, but it doesn't. The game stutters occasionally on the PS4. I'm not sure what it does on Xbox One X or PC. I'm pretty sure it does stutter on PC though, sometimes. Some people have said that this is due to the FOV slider that was taken out, and what you can tell in my earlier gameplay that I have here is different from than other console players, because I set mine to 72 because I was playing on the base game before the day one patch that I was going to install. So I was able to, I had an advantage for about, you know, like 2 weeks. Then they had a patch that reset my FOV setting. So that's a shame. There are some pretty interesting glitches in Battlefront 2. I've literally got into an area on Jakku where you'll be stuck forever unless you respawn. And like, you can just walk right in there. I was just trying to like flank and then I just got stuck, and I was like, come on, DICE.
Supply hold under siege!
This goes on, we're gonna lose the area.
Why are the spawns so terrible in Blast? Why is there no Galactic Conquest mode like everybody's been asking for? Why can't you select the maps you want to play on like in the reboot? And why in the hell are there loot crates? Oh wait, hold on. Let me answer that for you. In case you've been living 6 feet under for the past 2 weeks, the EA show exactly how greedy they are as a company, and they might be worse than Activision. Bear with me. the elephant in the room. EA and DICE have tied the horrible progression system into Battlefront 2 in the loot crates, microtransactions, etc. Getting good and powerful gear is centered around star cards. They usually have the usual levels of common, uncommon, rare, and epic. You can only get star cards by opening loot crates, and before November 15th, you also could get them by buying microtransactions that contain crystals, a virtual currency in Battlefront 2, in which prices range from like $5 to $100, and you can use them to buy these loot crates. You can also obtain these loot crates by gaining credits in Battlefront 2, but the problem is they take insanely long to build up, as the matches that you play in the game will give you up to 400 credits per game. Actually, no, it was really 200 before the recent patch that came out. But damn though, and it's not based on your match performance, but it's based on how long the match lasts. So you could be on Galactic Assault and you could be defending and take out the either ATT or AT-AT, whatever it is, and you could destroy it already, and y'all would only get like 200 or 185 credits because you didn't be in the match that long. You didn't get to the last stage. That's when you get your highest credits. Now recently they have patched it to a little bit more if your performance is better, but I don't really notice it like that. They just need to improve on it. So you could have like, I don't know, 30,000 plus points, which I have done, and go on a 55 kill streak, which I have done. Win MVP in the game across the board, which I have done, and get the same amount of credits as your whole team. Motherfucker, I should have 1,000 points. And if the match, like, man, I just, woo, DICE, what did y'all do, man? They're trying to incentivize players into essentially buy the loot crate so you can bypass all of the grinding and work, so you can get the best gear and body everybody else unfairly. They even cut you off on earning credits for a certain amount of hours in the arcade mode. That is absolutely wrong, man. This is a pay-to-win system in a $60 game, which is unacceptable. But thanks to Disney calling up EA and saying, "Hey, motherfucker, y'all need to take this out. We taking this shit from y'all, cause y'all can't have it no more. This looks bad on us. We got the last Jedi about to come out. We trying to make $1 billion first weekend. Y'all not gonna mess this up for us." These microtransactions have been removed until further notice thanks to Disney. But the only way to get ahead of everybody else is by getting the deluxe edition, because it'll give you epic cards for Kylo Ren and other classes. So it's really still pay to win. Like, it's just not right, man. People be having Kylo Ren and have 2 purple cards and buy them. Meanwhile, I have like 1 common. Like, come on, man. What was DICE thinking? I said this in my my Battlefront 2 beta video. They need to make it to where, you know what? I just let you play the clip right here. I just want to go through the ranks and eventually unlock everything like in the older Call of Duties or similar to Battlefield 1, like Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3. That just makes it, you know, I gotta work for it. I don't want to have to keep looking for rare, like legendary star cards or legendary guns or anything like that. That's just whack to me. Battlefield 3 had the best progression system in all of DICE games, in my opinion. Or maybe even Bad Company 2. They should have just replicated that one into this game. Let's not also forget about the good people over on Reddit that exposed them during an AMA session where EA avoided everything and tried to justify Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker being 60,000 credits each, which could take up to 40 hours to achieve, saying that they wanted players to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. This is now the most downvoted post in Reddit history. All of this says to me is that EA doesn't give a fuck about you, okay? They just care about the money and they want to move on. The same thing is happening in UFC 3, same thing in Need for Speed Payback, and because of this Battlefront 2 fiasco, they have lost $3 billion in stock. Now will they recover? Yes, because of FIFA. But still, that shows that we actually won as a community this time. So I would say until the progression system is solved, don't give EA your money. Just don't. Just wait till it's like, all of this, I wouldn't be surprised if it's $200. Not $200. I wouldn't be, you know what? It could be $200 thinking of EA, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's $20 by the end of December, y'all. So just wait. So is Star Wars Battlefront 2 the real deal?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the most disappointing game of 2017. Look, this game was released nearly as bad as the state of Battlefield 4 was when it launched. That's how bad it is, y'all. So if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below. Hit the like button, all of that type of stuff. Are you going to take my advice and not buy Battlefront 2 or buy it when it's $20 and everything's fixed? Let me know. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button so YouTube will snitch on me whenever I upload. Until then though, next piece. Oh my god. Until then though, peace out.